What's up, guys? Welcome to the part 2 of this video. Listen, if you've just landed on this video for the first time, or on the channel for the first time, there's a part 1 of this video that you need to watch, okay? Basically, it lays the foundation on what misogyny is about, so I think it's ideal. But I'm going to put a link above and in the description to go to the part 1 of the video, all right? So you sort of gain the background and then you move into this one, all right? Or you can watch it after this one. Right, so as I said in that video, that was just to whet your appetite. And this one, I'm going to look into how misogyny and sexism, towards women, how that really cripples a lot of relationship with diasporans and stuff, and the society in general. This is advice, okay? You don't have to take it. These are just my own interpretation and stuff. Feel free to leave your comment below. Let's keep that conversation going. Hopefully I can learn 1 or 2 things from you as well. Right. You get this a lot in the diasporan community where, say for example, the man has been abroad. I'll use UK as an example. He's lived in the UK and then he decides he has a lover in Africa, or say Nigeria in this context. So you decide to go get your wife or your partner, your wife from Nigeria, you file for her and then you bring her in and stuff. And I'll try as much as possible not to generalize, okay? But at the same time, I'm going to laser target my focus on the topic, which is about misogyny and stuff. So, unfortunately, this is my observation, there's this ugly mentality in our society where men believe, in the first instance, as I was saying in the first video, we've been unfortunately indoctrinated and raised with some very ugly mentality that we then call culture, okay? These are the bad parts of our culture that need to go in the bin. You see, the idea that some men actually see their wives as a property, okay? This is your partner. You are cohabiting together. You basically both decided to amalgamate your love and to live life together through thick and thin and to build a family and hopefully live happily ever after, right? But then you get this, male dominance kicks in for most men. You look at your wife as a commodity, as, because the whole idea of I paid your bride price that we have, whilst it's a beautiful thing to watch, I think some of these things are stemmed from the days of old. It's almost like it throws more petrol in that fire of misogyny, because it's almost like most men feel as though, in Yoruba they would say, I've paid your dowry and I've paid this to your family and then I've gave X amount of money. It's almost like they're buying the wife. It's like, you're mine now. It's okay to claim your woman, your wife, in a positive way, I'd say sort of like a good jealousy type of thing, like marking your territory. This is my wife, she's mine. Not in a way like, you're mine now, you do as you're told, that type of dominance and really dangerous way of living. Now, a classic one of a prominent problem is, you have men, maybe he has come to the UK by himself at first. Then he travels back home, gets his wife after he's sorted out his own papers and all that stuff. So the woman gets here, and then you have men who actually want to curtail the movement of that woman. Oh, don't go out. I don't want you having friends. Don't want this and this. And there's this ugly thing that goes around in our community. Oh, don't have friends. Or when you have friends, they'll start telling you to go back. Why is it that? I don't get it. I get it that you of course, show me your friend, I'll show you, I'll tell you who you are. It's okay to have good, positive friends around you. I get that, but let's put that aside. Why have you put yourself in a position where you have to dictate to your wife who to be friends with, who not to be friends? That in itself is male dominance. That in itself is a form of slavery in the relationship. Deciding for your partner who to be friends with. I mean, if your wife is being friends with someone that you can evidently see that they bring a negative energy into the relationship, that's a different thing. You can have a heart-to-heart conversation with them and tell them about the concerns of that particular person, about the energy or what they're doing and stuff that's not healthy for your relationship. That's different. But you have men, they literally bring their wives abroad and they don't want them to go out. You don't want the woman to have friends. Oh, you can't hang out. Oh, we just want to go, my friends from work or so and so just want to go for drinks and this. You can't go out. You can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, then you get I brought you from Africa. Some men, of course, he's been struggling. We all know how their abroad life is. We get the gist. So you bring your wife. then you already have a pre-made mindset, which I think is evil. Because, okay, you've spent, God knows, a couple of thousands to bring her in. So this men then expect that woman to then come back and say, right, give me your paycheck, start giving me X amount of money. So then it's only human nature. Then she kind of recoils and says, no, I can't give you all my money. You know, okay, we'll share the bills or whatnot and stuff like that. Then I've seen men, then they kick off. You want to dominate the woman. Who are you talking to? Don't do this, don't do that. So what soon happens is, don't forget that there are tons of people who are already living abroad. Then, like they say in Yoruba, are you expecting a woman? I don't understand this about men, that if you're a man, you're a weak man. If you want a woman who is blind, a woman who's not familiar with the society, who doesn't understand the world around her, just so you can come, you can poke your dick in that woman, you can just make love to her, get her to make babies, cook my food, wake up again, have sex, do this. You don't want her to know anything, to make yourself feel good. Then that to me is a catastrophically high level of weakness. You need to get help. Because as soon as a woman starts to interact with people, and then unfortunately, because women are emotional beings anyway, they're wired differently from most men, she starts to talk to people, then they will 9 out of 10 times advise her like, oh yeah, Jara, this and this, and then she starts to think, is this how you're leaving? Really? My husband is doing this and this and this. Then she will resist your male dominance. She will resist, she will challenge you. Then you get all this, then there's a tug of war and all that. Then she's earning money, she's working, she's making, again, wages. And sometimes what you realize is some men might bring their woman, maybe you pay for her to go to college or whatever, and then she gets whatever qualification, she starts to earn more money than you. Then inferiority complex kicks in, then it knocks the man's ego, and he feels as though he doesn't have a grip on the relationship because, then everything is pointing at the fact that she earns more money than him. And then meanwhile, maybe you should be looking at improving your skill set and also earning better money and improving your life. And then it's the woman's fault. It's because she's joined a bad gang. It's because she's starting to sleep with men. And trust me, this is how so many relationships crumble. They hit the rocks, crumble. Okay, I've heard this over the years, this idea of a minimum wage. I brought her into the UK, I brought her to the US. Somebody would bring somebody would always help somebody. And this is a prevailing problem in our society, in our community, as diasporans, as black folks. Like, what exactly, how does that, I mean, I get it, don't get me wrong. If you've brought someone, you brought them abroad out of the compassion of your, out of being compassionate, and then you love them and you genuinely got out of your way, you spend your hard-earned money, yeah, I get it. They should be grateful, of course. I think it's a noble thing to do, to be grateful, to be thankful, but then they shouldn't then remain indebted to you. You shouldn't use that as a weapon. You shouldn't use that as a form of emotional abuse. You shouldn't use that to violate them. You shouldn't use it to perpetuate misogyny. And some men, I've heard situations where a man brings a woman and you want to confine that woman into the house. You don't want her going out. No. I don't want to get into much qualifications and stuff. And the woman just resists. Leave me alone. I want to go to uni. I want to go to college. I want to be an accountant. I want to become, I want to go study law. And then maybe you were working as a security guard. Maybe you were just doing something basic. And then the woman steps out, tries to better herself, start to earn money. So these are the things that basically knife the relationship into two. It happens all the time. And if I tie it back to where I started from, you see some men, can you get in the kitchen and fix dishes, hoover, empty the bin, clean the house, help your wife do washing? Me, never. Laye, me, Kimba Bruni for sure. What? The woman that you can get between the legs, you can get in the vagina, but you can't. What? I've heard men, the whole idea of it's almost like it's slavery and servitude. You sit down, you spread your balls. It's nice to have a lovely woman, don't get me wrong, that can throw it down in the kitchen. Your woman can cook, makes you nice food. As long as it's of her own volition, she's not complaining. But it shouldn't be a situation where she's subjected to slavery and servitude towards you. Nah. Some African men, it's a very ugly mentality. You know why? When I was saying people grew up in households where their mom run from pillar to post. She'll be the one to do the school run, get the kids ready, and get home, cook. She's looking oily. The man comes, he's demanding sex. She's the one that has to wash the dishes. She wakes up, she has to feed him again, repeat the cycle and stuff. And what's amazing is life in the West is totally different. Life abroad is different though. Everyone is going to go out and go and grind. In fact, most people bills are 50-50. Fact. Let me tell you, man. You're grinding. Okay, you've got kids, you've got childcare, you've got rent, council tax, mortgage, and a host of things. The woman is making money. So let me tell you something. What makes your life easy, right? Let's say you're working from home. What does it take from you to get in the kitchen? Let me tell you something, man. That thing will get that woman moist. You see that sex level. You want to believe me? Gosh, the devil is a liar, man. Give me 1 second. Anyway, as I was saying, right? These are some of the things that are destroying, a bunch of our relationships in our community. Okay, this male dominance, it's wrong because you've been raised with very dangerous mindset that a woman has to be below you. That's why you find women are fighting back. Ojuti la, like they say in Yoruba. Ojuti la, they're educated, they're getting more and more educated. The world is changing. Relationships shouldn't be it should be a competition. Let me tell you, man. Let me talk to you about me. I got a woman. My woman is breaking bread. You have to be your woman's #1 fan. If you have a woman and a success becomes a threat to you, that woman needs to run away from you. Your woman's success. You should be #1 in line. You should be a #1 fan. Jump in and saying, babe, right, that course that you want to do, you want to go to college, and this and this and this. Because look, like I've said in previous videos, see, where there is genuine love, all of this, love and mutual respect. Women are naturally emotional beings. You're not misogynistic. You're not sexist. You're not trying to belittle her. You don't feel threatened. See, if you treat your wife, only if that woman is a bad woman. If you treat your woman the right way, you're truthful, she feels comfortable around you. A real woman, if you need money, you realize money is nothing. She will support you in any way, shape, or form. A real woman who knows her husband is 100% with her, right? If you need 50K to start a business, if she's got it like that, she will support you. You're not shady. You're not trying to steal her money and then play her. You are open. You're an open book. Believe me, man, she will go above and beyond for you. The sex that will come out of a very healthy relationship. Some men make sex priority. Oh yeah, I need my blowjob now. I need that back shot. I need... And women can't resist, Women are... Talking from experience. You see, when the atmosphere is right, when the energy is right, when the vibe is... You can't even finish the sex, man. Bro, are you joking? You have more than enough. She will wake you. She will come meet you on the couch, on the stairs upstairs, on the washing machine. Now you go wrong. Why you don't know? They're built strong. You know what I mean? I just worry about, some of these older generations, like my granddad, for example, my paternal granddad. He married 8 wives, right? His own dad, my great-granddad, married 22 wives. Now, when I was a little kid, I didn't get the concept. I didn't understand much. But looking at it now, in the days of old, you know why they marry so many wives? They used those women as slaves on their farms. They use them till the women breed. They just put all of them on the farm. They use them to breed their crops, to run their businesses. I don't see any man that can conveniently sexually satisfy 22 women under the same roof. Are you mad? Wakudani, you would die. How can you satisfy 22 women sexually It's impossible. You're not even done satisfying one. Not even 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 women. 22. No way. But they do those things. That's what I'm saying. It's called male dominance. The days of old. Like I remember an uncle told me this. They can sit down, those kings back then, those men. The young lady, virgin, just walks past and say, who's that? And go and get me his father and stuff. They just bring a bag full of cowrie shells, bag full of this, bring that girl, boom. Usually, her parents might be very poor and stuff. This is where this generational ugly mentality has been passed down. There are still men, as we speak, in Nigeria, scattered across Africa, that have this misogynistic views. There are places where when men are sat talking, women have to be in the back room. Women can't be around them. Women can't do this. Why can't she do this? Because she's a woman. Look at Saudi Arabia. What's this country where only recently women were not allowed to drive? That's the height of misogyny. You dig? And women, I'm going to have a separate video to talk about, women, what men want and all that stuff. But I think if we live in a society where women are treated better, we don't play the cards of sexism. We put male dominance. Honestly, in my own opinion, the world will be a better place. People will have a lot more healthier relationships. Believe me, we will do well. Because imagine you raising kids with those beautiful values and say, look, listen, man, you don't treat women like this. You don't treat women like that. Imagine me raising my son to say, hey, listen, once your wife gets you angry, give her left. Ha! Ha! Imagine, so he then goes into the world and beats a woman up, gets arrested, gets banged up. So why did you do that? Why did you physically assault her? Well, my father raised me. That your father did what? There is a difference between being assertive, right? A woman respecting the boundaries of the relationship, respecting you as a man, as a partner, right? Respecting your territory, okay? Don't, we're not talking about equality and then, you can be on the couch and be chatting to your ex and disrespecting me. Oh, mommy, you need nonsense here. That's not what we're talking about. But we're talking about mutual respect. What's up with doing laundries for your woman? What's up with your woman, babe, I'm tired. Can you help me go do grocery shopping? So what? Big deal. If the woman can do it all the time, empty the bin. If you can do washing, do ironing, go pick her from work, help her iron her stuff. Ask your partner, do you think I've been misogynistic towards you? Do you think on occasions I have been being sexist towards you? You might be shocked. But if you open that avenue for conversation, it allows you to be better. It allows you to improve. It allows you to identify your imperfections. And yeah, the world will be a better place. It's your boy, Franklin. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Show your love, man. And yeah, look around the channel. Watch my videos, man. Please, man, show your love. And share my videos if you like the content. Friends, families, and stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty? Peace!